O, nagpanghabol na naman po pala mga kababayan yung ating Philippine Coast Guard resupply mission with the Chinese Coast Guard sa Ayungin Shoal kahapon. Di ano niya Mr. Maravillas yung nangyari. Hindi po umobra yung mga Chinese. Nakalusot muli yung ating bangka na ginamit. Ito po mga kababayan, may sapalos yung ating mga sundalo, parang yung mga players ng Gilas Pilipinas, talo yung China. Di ba? Pero niya Mr. Maravillas, talagang ayaw tayong tantanan. Ayaw talaga tayong tantanan ng mga Chinese. Pero huwag tayong pasisindak sa kanila. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating operations mga kababayan. Yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, harap-harapan na sinupalpal yung Chinese Premier po doon sa ASEAN China Summit. Diba? But before ko mga kababayan ibigay sa inyo yung kwento, click subscribe muna dito sa ating YouTube channel and hit the notification bell para lagi kayo pong updated sa mga kaganapan dito sa ating bansa. Huwag na rin po ninyo na skip yung ating mga commercial ads para tuloy lang ang resupply mission. Di ba? Ayan po mga kababayan, ito yung ating resupply mission na may karga ng mga pagkain. Ito yung Chinese Coast Guard. Ito, mga kababayan na nakikita ninyo dito, ito yung Coast Guard natin. Kumukuha ng video. Ito pa yung Coast Guard natin. So napakalapit po. Parang basketball mga kababayan. Kita ninyo? Parang yung Gilas Pilipinas at Chinese players po na humaharang para hindi makapag-dunk. Ayan ang lit-lit ng ating resupply mission. Yung dati na ginagamit natin. So yun mga kababayan yung naging sitwasyon sa Ayungin Shoal. Tingnan ninyo, ito yung Coast Guard natin. Nasa harapan mismo, napakalapit po. Mga kababayan, ito yung kinukondem ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos doon sa ASEAN Summit na dangerous maneuvers. Paulit-ulit po na ginagawa ng mga Chinese, ng mga barkada ni Maudigs. Hindi magsalita mga kababayan, timing lang si Inday. Di ba? Ito na mga kababayan yung picture na lumusot ng tuluyan. Ito yung Chinese Coast Guard, ito yung Philippine Coast Guard natin. Ito yung Philippine boat mga kababayan na maliit na lumusot. Matindi maniobra yung ating mga Coast Guard members. So, again, matagumpay yung resupply mission na naihatid mga kababayan ng matiwasay. Kahit may mga harassment, kahit paulit-ulit na binablock, hinaharas mga kababayan yung ating mga tropa, pero hindi po nagpasindak yung ating mga magigiting na Philippine Coast Guard. So sabi dito sa balita mga kababayan ng Manila Standard, the Philippines successfully resupplied its marine contingent on the BRP Sierra Madre on Ayungin Shoal in the West Philippine Sea kahapon po, but condemned illegal actions by the Chinese vessels that interfered with the operation. So sabi rito, the National Task Force for the West Philippine Sea, which includes key Philippine government agencies, said it strongly deplores and condemns the continued illegal, aggressive, and destabilizing conduct of the Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels in the waters. So the resupply mission came a day after President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. told the 18-nation East Asia Summit in Indonesia to oppose the use of Coast Guard and maritime militia vessels in the South China Sea. Talaga pong nananadya yung China. Tapos magrireklamo, mga kababayan, yung Chinese official na nagkakampi-kampian niya yung yung mga bansa dito sa ASEAN. Siyempre, magkakampi-kampi kami kasi kinamkam na ninyo doon sa mapa ninyo eh. Kinamkam na ninyo yung buong South China Sea. Pati yung iba pang bansa na outside of the South China Sea region. Yung India, pati yung Nepal nga, nagreklamo na rin po. Kasi kasama yung kanilang territory doon sa bagong mapa na pinagawa ng China kasama sa kinamkam. What? Matindi, mga kababayan. Sabi dito, Marcos told the gathering which was attended by China that Manila was concerned about the installation of military facilities on the reclaimed features such as outcrops and reefs as well as violation of international law. Makikita ninyo dito kung sino ang totoong leader na sa kalam. Di ba? Yung strong leader. Never itong nagawa, mga kababayan, ni Mao Dig sa kanyang panahon. Ito harap-harapan po na sinupla ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Kaharap mismo yung Chinese official, yung pinadala ni Xi Jinping. Si Chinese Premier Li Qiang. Sa harap mismo ni Li Qiang, mga kababayan, pinagsabihan ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Mabigat, mabangis, mga kababayan, very sharp yung diniliver na mensahe ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa harap mismo ni Li Qiang na never nagawa, mga kababayan, ng sinasabing strong leader na si Mao Dig. Di ba? Kaya marami po yung humanga sa paninindigan ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Sabi ng ating Pangulo doon sa summit, the unprofessional act and dangerous maneuvers conducted by China's Coast Guard and its maritime militia will never prevail over our conduct of legal and legitimate operations that support rules-based international order. Hindi niya kami titigil. Hindi niya kami patitinag. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung aming gagawin na operations dyan. So sabi niya, I emphasize the importance of a rules-based international order, especially in the disputes in the South China Sea, in as much as they affect not only our nation but the entire region. The President also said that he had urged other parties to practice self-restraint and refrain from doing unilateral and assertive activities that could increase tensions and could lead to misunderstandings and miscalculations dito sa South China Sea. He said he was also able to meet Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris to discuss how to strengthen cooperation in key areas of mutual interest. Ngayon, on the sidelines of the ASEAN Summit, the Philippines, the U.S., and Japan forged a commitment to ensure the status quo in the Indo-Pacific region. So sinilyuhan na po yung kasunduan, nagkasundo na po yung tatlo na mga bansa, Pilipinas, Japan, and America, na i-maintain yung status quo dito sa ating Indo-Pacific region. So sabi rito, the Foreign Ministry of Japan said Marcos, Harris, and Kishida agreed to jointly tackle unilateral attempts to change the status quo by force. So the meeting paved the way for the three leaders to review means to enhance trilateral maritime cooperation, including humanitarian assistance and disaster relief efforts. Sabi din, mga kababayan, ng press release ng White House. Ngayon, nakauwi na po yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at kahapon, nireceive din niya yung bisita ng ating bansa na si Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. Ito po, wala pahinga yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Pag balik niyang gabi, last night, the other night, the following day, kahapon, Friday, busy na naman po siya sa pagtanggap, mga kababayan, sa bisita natin na another friend, yung Australia po, na gusto rin, mga kababayan, na makipagtulungan para sa maritime security in other concerns, in other mutual concerns. Ito po yung balita from Politico News. Philippine-Australia signed joint declaration on strategic partnership. So sabi rito, in a joint press statement, Marcos Jr. said, the signing of the joint declaration demonstrates the two countries' mutual commitment to deepening collaboration in areas critical to their growth and prosperity. The Philippines and Australia share a long history of cooperation, sabi ng ating Pangulo. On the other hand, Australia's new strategic partnership with the Philippines, according to Albanese, is an elevation symbolizing the strength of the relationship and shared commitment to do more together. So, pinalakas, mga kababayan, yung partnership ng dalawang bansa. So, sabi rito, we discuss strengthening our cooperation on regional and national security. We agreed to formalize an annual defense ministers meeting. Australia works closely with the Philippines to support peace and stability in conflict-affected Mindanao. And I am pleased, Anya, to announce today a new 5-year program to help further reduce violent conflict, reintegrate former combatants, and improve community development and livelihoods, particularly for women and those in vulnerable situations, sabi po ng Prime Minister. So meanwhile, sabi rito, Marcos and Albanese also witnessed the exchange of two memoranda of understanding covering the areas of people-to-people exchanges in the science and technology. So hindi lang maritime security po, pati sa iba pang areas of mutual concerns. Pinalakas yung partnership ng dalawang bansa. From development to cultural exchanges, the President described these agreements as a tangible commitment to work together, drive innovation, create opportunities, and foster deeper understanding among their peoples. Albanese also announced that the Australian government is doubling the number of Australia Award scholarship for Filipino students. We are also supporting the establishment of the Philippine Institute at the Australian National University, which will boost partnerships between Australian and Filipino academic institutions. So yan ginagawa ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, makipag-partner sa mga like-minded nations, mga kababayan, na kaori natin ang ideology. Isa pong democratic country. So makikita ninyo ang pagdistansya ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa China. And our president is engaging other countries, ASEAN countries, at iba pang mga bansa tulad ng Japan, South Korea, at India po, mga kababayan, na pari-parehas po yung concerns in relations po dito sa aggressive behavior ng China. So yun mga kababayan, yung pinagkakabisihan ng ating Pangulong BBM. Niya si Inday yan, Mr. Maravillas. Busy din po sa confidential funds. Ito nga po, mga kababayan, ano yan, Mr. Maravillas. Basahin ko na lang po sa inyo. Sabi rito, confidential and intelligence funds of the Secretary of National Defense and Uniformed Services in 2024. Yung confidential fund, mga kababayan, ng Philippine Army, mas payat kaysa sa confidential fund, mga kababayan, ng Vice Presidente. Si Inday, 500 million. Ang Office of the Vice President. Sa Department of Education, may 150 million. So, bali, 650 million na yung kanyang confidential fund. Combined. Office of the Vice President and DepEd. Whereas, yung Philippine Army, 444 million pesos lang. Philippine Air Force, 17 million. Department of National Defense, Office of the Secretary, yung kay Gibo, napakalit lang kay Gibo, mga kababayan. 87 million, mga kababayan. Yung sa intelligence, 10 million lang po. Yung Philippine Navy, 39.7 million lang yung allocation ng intelligence fund. Sa Philippine Coast Guard, 10 million. Kala ko ba, dinagdagan na yung sa Philippine Coast Guard? Kasi nagmamakaawa po. Yung Coast Guard, kami niya yung nasa printera. At with this situation sa West Philippines ngayon, baka naman niya pwede kaming dagdagan. Yun ang sabi. Yung pagmamakaawa ni Commodore Tariela. National mapping, ito yung under the Department of National Defense na agency, mga attached agency po ito. National Mapping and Resource Information Authority, 0. Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, 0. Walang intelligence fund. Bureau of Correction, 0. Bureau of Fire Protection, wala din, 0. What? Si Inday, yung Combined Intelligence Fund niya, 650 million. O di, wow. Tahimik pa sa isyo ng West Philippines. Di ba? Ayan man lang po, mga kababayan, yung mga balita. Baga lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream, pinapahid po dito sa mga pulses and affected area. Mainam po sa paninigas na mga kasaw-kasawaan. Ito naman po, Automax Regen Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application. Anti-aging siya po. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka gusto lang ninyong matry ito. Ningxia Red Mixed Fruit Drink. Hindi man po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya, mga kababayan, sa goji berry. Yung goji berry may anti-cancer properties. Ayos. O yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye. God bless.